Hey, welcome back to another Light My Fire. Today we're going to start our fire with a homemade fire starter. So I'm going to show you how I made them up coming up next. Alright, today's coffee is a little Starbucks fall blend. Alright, so we're melting down a little bit of gel wax here. And this is going to be our container that we're using to make our fire starter. This is just an empty chicken breast can. And we got some closed cell cardboard here, if you want to call it that. We're going to be putting that into our can here. But first we got to cut it, so I'm just using a hacksaw blade here without the handle. So if you've got soft hands, you might want to use a rag when you're handling this. But cuts pretty easy. So now if you pull the top of this off, you can see it's kind of like a honeycomb in there. So that's what we want. Alright, so we're just going to cut that to fit in our can here. Put that in our can like that. And I'm going to give it 2 layers here. Alright, so we're getting some of our wax melted down here. I knew I was going to spill that. We're just going to pour some of that in on top of our cardboard there. And I'm going to add another piece here. And we'll melt the rest of that down. Alright, we got the rest of our gel wax melted down there. And I did pack a little bit more cardboard in there. Alright, so we'll let that cool, and then we'll use that as our fire starter. Alright, we're going to use our homemade fire starter here and get ourselves a nice little campfire going here. So I got my fire starter that we made up, and I got a trusty old Bic lighter. So we're going to try to get this going here. And we shouldn't have too much trouble once that wax starts burning. So this is like a honeycomb cell cardboard here. And we just filled that up with our wax. Alright, we're going to set that right in the center of our fire pit here. And give you a closer look. Alright, we got our fire starter going there, and That should give you a real long burn time. So that's acting as a flame extender while you put your tinder and your wood on your fire. So we got some sticks we gathered up here. These are just off of a maple, I believe. And we're just going to put these on top. And get our fire going here. Beautiful fall day here. Finally getting a little bit of color in the leaves. It's been a long drawn out process on getting any decent autumn colors, and I don't think we're going to get it this year because it's been so dry. I think once we get the oaks and stuff start changing colors, it might be a little bit pretty, but we're going to be well into November before these leaves change. We still got a lot of green. And a lot of the other trees have just kind of dried up and the leaves fell off. All right, I processed up some white oak here. Split this down. There's just something about splitting and cutting white oak with a chainsaw. I love the smell of white oak. It smells good. Brings back memories of me and my dad cutting firewood for the house and cutting, splitting it, and ranking it in the cellar there for winter time. Once you got the cellar there full of ranked red oak and white oak, ain't nothing that smelled any better, I tell you. So white oak is a very stringy and very tough, strong wood, and that's what they make railroad ties out of. So yeah. So we're gonna get some of our white oak put on there. And we'll have ourselves a nice little campfire in no time. So we're finally getting some of the weeds dying off, the ragweed and some of the goldenrod and stuff. But the ragweed's what I suffer with allergies this time of year. But once you get some colder weather and some frost, it just completely eliminates it. But I tell you what kept my allergies at bay this year and last year was the stinging nettle tincture I made. So it's unbelievable the difference. I just take a dropper full under my tongue every day, and it made a world of difference. So check out my foraging video on making stinging nettle tincture. All right, so you can hear that wax down in there cooking away. And boy, that really got our fire going. So quick and easy way to start a campfire. You could make a bunch of these up, and anytime you want to make a campfire in the backyard, just light one of those up and you're ready to go. Oh yeah, that's a nice hot warm fire. Can't beat it on a nice cool fall day. All right, thanks for watching this Light My Fire. I hope everyone has a great day, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks. Catch you later. Hey, stay tuned in 2 weeks for my Halloween edition of Light My Fire. You won't want to miss that.